Imagine a world where the Sahara wasn't a barren wasteland of endless sand, but the richest, most vibrant ecosystem on Earth. Ancient maps and thousands of rock art carvings reveal a version of Africa that historians are only beginning to fully comprehend, a land of massive lakes, fertile valleys, and impossible ancient cities that were swallowed by the sand 5,000 years ago. But who lived in this forgotten paradise? And why did an entire sprawling civilization vanish without a single trace? The proof of this lost world isn't written in textbooks. It is carved directly into the rocks. Deep within the Gilf Kebir Plateau in southwest Egypt lies the famous Cave of Swimmers. When explorers first discovered these prehistoric cave paintings, they were stunned. Etched into the stone walls were clear depictions of human figures floating and swimming freely. Remember, this artwork exists in the absolute heart of the modern desert, one of the driest, most inhospitable places on planet Earth. For people to draw swimmers, hippos, and vast herds of livestock, this landscape had to be teeming with deep lakes and flowing rivers. But wait, it gets weirder. Alongside the swimmers, researchers discovered carvings of strange, high-tech-looking tools, complex geometric symbols, and advanced attire that, according to official timelines, simply shouldn't have existed yet. Long after the green paradise began to fade, an impossible empire emerged directly from the encroaching sand, the Garamantes. While classical historians once wrote them off as primitive desert nomads, modern excavations tell a completely different story. Over 2,000 years ago, the Garamantes built a thriving empire of over 100,000 people, complete with multi-story stone cities, fortresses, and advanced trade networks. But their greatest engineering marvel was hidden deep underground. To survive in a drying climate, they hand-carved thousands of miles of underground water tunnels known as foggeras. They dug hundreds of feet into solid sandstone to tap into ancient fossil aquifers, channeling millions of gallons of water across vast desert distances. How did a culture operating in the Stone Age design and execute subterranean hydraulic engineering on a scale that rivaled Rome? How does a lush green empire turn into a sea of sand? Scientists point to a massive phenomenon known as the Earth's orbital wobble. Every 23,000 years, the tilt of Earth's axis shifts slightly, changing the angle of sunlight and pulling monsoon rain clouds north into Africa. Around 5,000 years ago, that orbital shift caused the monsoons to retreat. But here is the twist. Recent ecological models suggest human activity, specifically early agricultural grazing, may have actually triggered or accelerated the tipping point, causing the lush vegetation to collapse overnight and forcing millions of inhabitants to flee toward the Nile Valley. Some researchers and independent historians believe that the legend of Atlantis wasn't an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean at all, but rather a monumental circular city located right here, swallowed beneath the shifting sands of the West African desert. Could there be massive, intact stone metropolises still waiting to be discovered beneath hundreds of feet of Saharan sand? Tell me your wild theories in the comments below. I'll be reading and hearting the most interesting ones. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries.